time once again for another episode of the UMH GNN Good News Network. I'm Marissa Salveson, Manager of Mission Development, and with me is Beth Shavy-Bemis, Vice President of Sales and Marketing. We are thrilled to be your hosts again and ready to present to you the good news for this week. You're not getting tired of listening to good news, are you? Good! We didn't think so. Mother Teresa once said, "Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless." And let me tell you, there have been endless echoes of kind words all across our UMH communities this week. Can you hear them? In this week's episode, we'll take a look at some of the ways kind words are inspiring our teams and communities. And along with that, we'll provide your weekly dose of good news. So let's start with a few words of praise for our UMH team from Wesley Heights family member, Christine Hunt. Beth?
Christine shares, "It's wonderful to be able to share the Good News Network with my mom, Christine Donnelly, at Wesley Heights. I'm in North Carolina, and when we speak on the phone, she speaks so highly of all of the staff and what they're doing to keep her safe and entertained. Our deepest appreciation goes to every person doing such an amazing job. Bless you and be safe." Thanks for tuning in, Christine, and we hope you're enjoying all the good news.
Now let's head to our UMH communities to see how powerful words shared by friends and family of all ages are reminding us how loved and appreciated we are.
Staff at our Middlewoods of Newington community have been smiling all week because of all of the support that they've received. They've had donations of homemade masks and vases of flowers, handwritten notes and signs, and letters of gratitude from the local Chamber of Commerce. We've been feeling the love. Special thanks to Tom Nevin and his family for their drop-off of delicious snacks.
Students from Ruth Chafee Elementary School in Newington wrote words of encouragement and positivity in letters they sent to our residents this month, reminding them that you are important to us. Stay well, and to be brave and strong, and to always look on the bright side of things. One student wrote, "At this hard time, things get really hard, but I learned if you think about the things we have, you will probably feel thankful." Such great wisdom from such a young student. Thank you to our friends at Ruth Chafee School for so many heartfelt words of support. And to all of you who are tuning in, remember, when things get really hard, think about the things you have and you will probably feel thankful too.
In Shelton this week, the staff entrance parking lot to our Bishop Wicke Healthcare Center got a friendly facelift thanks to some artful chalk drawings and cheerful sayings from local resident Suzanne Berg. Suzanne reached out to us about doing some chalk drawings in response to a Facebook post shared by Shelton Senior High School student Matt McGee, who requested volunteers to offer chalk art at local healthcare communities. Suzanne was quick to respond, noting that she was not an artist but would love to help. Covering the blacktop with pictures of sunshine and rainbows, Suzanne reminded our staff, "You are a blessing to others, and you are a rainbow in someone's cloud." Suzanne shared, "I have seen firsthand how challenging such work can be and truly appreciate the folks who are dedicated to providing quality care. And we truly appreciate you, Suzanne. Thanks for all the encouragement. Your kind words echoed through Bishop Wicke this week."
A friend of Bishop Wicke, Jennifer Picarillo, recently contacted us to say she was listening to a podcast from her United Methodist Church in Stratford, and her pastor invited listeners to send pictures and notes of encouragement to residents at Bishop Wicke. Jennifer was happy to help, and this week sent over some beautiful notes for our residents who could all use some kind words. "I know that your heart will tell you who needs one the most right now," she shared. "Thank you for warming our hearts with your thoughtful words, Jennifer."
Another special delivery. Our team at Wesley Heights took advantage of the sunny day on Tuesday to share some love with our cottage residents with drop-off deliveries and activity packets and snacks to each cottage. Our residents love seeing our staff doing so well and walking through the neighborhood. at a safe distance, of course. They look forward to the special deliveries and the sight of familiar faces through their windows. Residents open their doors and send shout-outs of thanks to our team and well wishes for their continued good health. Resident and retired employee Frank Linden shared, "Thank you so much for the treats and for caring for us. You truly are a special group of people." Talk about kind words.
The walls at our Middle Woods of Farmington community were adorned with love this week thanks to some very heartfelt cards and messages that were shared with our residents and staff. The cards were a gift from Middlewood CNA Sarah Sotil's daughter's classroom. Messages like, "You are loved," "I hope this brightens your day," "I care for you," and this one might be our favorite, "You are not alone, I promise." How sweet is that? These kind words were lovingly written across the cards along with hand-painted pictures and other designs. Our residents and staff were delighted to receive such a thoughtful gift. Special thanks to Sarah and her daughter and classmates.
Along with these adorable cards, our Middle Woods of Farmington team also designed a special window to recognize each and every one of our employees by name and thank them for all of their hard work over these past few weeks. Each of you is making a difference. We never get tired of seeing these hearts on display in our communities.
And just in case a tasty lunch was not enough to lift the spirit, Chef Hector and our dining services team at Crosby Commons has been sending out love notes to our residents along with their meals. We just wanted you to know we are thinking of you and we are sending cheerful thoughts to brighten your day. Keep pushing forward. Love the Crosby team. See? We weren't kidding when we said kind words were echoing throughout our UMH communities. Thanks to Hector and his team for making every bite we take remind us how much we are loved. And did we already mention the support from the local community has been incredibly inspiring? Just this week, Thomas Wilson from the Derby Shelton Rotary Club dropped off a generous donation of $1,500 for the purchase of PPE for our team. Pam Vincent with King Industries donated 8 gallons of hand sanitizer along with another 5 gallons to help ensure we are keeping infection control under control. And another donation of face masks was sent over to our Wesley Heights community from Newtown resident Hope Sarsty. Thank you all for your support. It means so much to our team.
Also this week, a team from Fairfield Prep stopped by to provide lunch for our team. Elliot Golater, Director of Campus Ministry, and his team have been fundraising to help provide meals to area healthcare workers and reached out to see how they could help. Their group delivered lunch to our Crosby Commons and Wesley Heights community this week and will be providing additional deliveries throughout the month of May to our team. Thank you to the team at Fairfield Prep for thinking of us and providing fuel for our day. What a blessing for our community.
Our Bishop Wiki community sends a few shout outs of thanks to our friends at C.E. Floyd again this week for keeping the snacks coming with yet another box of great treats. I really should have had some snacks so I could snack while I'm doing this segment, but we're running low on snacks. I'll have to head to Bishop Wiki. Thanks to Barbara Samarajczyk for additional homemade face masks. Thanks to Access 3D Services for their donation of 60 face shields produced on their 3D printers. So cool, by the way. Along with ear protectors as well. And to Mark Connolly from Community Surgical Supply, we are so grateful for the time that you offered to help fit and test N95 masks for our nurses. Thanks for helping us keep our team safe. A few weeks ago, we also received a donation of an iPad from a former patient's family, which we are now using to FaceTime with family members for our residents. Thank you to the family of Shirley Gomez for this additional tool.
Thanks also go out to Bishop Wiki's administrative associate, Deb Moran's son, Aiden, who made many handmade cards and letters to be shared with our residents. What a nice way to brighten their day. Thanks so much, Aiden. Thank you to the Global Empowerment Mission for their generous donation of PPE to our Middlewoods of Farmington and Middlewoods of Newington communities. Who knew it would be so exciting to open a box full of face masks? These will be put to great use to protect our residents. We also appreciate Lori Pisani's aunt, Arlette, for the additional handmade masks donated to Crosby Commons and Middlewoods of Farmington. Arlette has sewn and donated over 130 masks for our communities. Thank you, Arlette. And lastly, thanks go out to Ray and Mary Yonko and Lisa Bisson, family member of Crosby resident Josephine Asaro, for a delicious lunch delivered to the Crosby team this week. Thanks so much.
And as you can imagine, providing ways for our residents to engage and interact with each other has gotten to be a bit more challenging over the past few weeks. But thanks to the collaboration of our staff, volunteers, and special guests, we have been able to provide live and virtual activities on our Wesley Village TV channel, which streams daily to our residents who share our cable provider. This process was quite the endeavor, but with the assistance of Chris and Tim, our IT team, our talented activities directors, and lots of helping hands, this TV channel has become hugely popular with our residents. Our schedule is now packed with familiar faces leading all sorts of programs from meditation to exercise to bingo, prayer circles, worship services, cooking demos, and more.
We'd also like to send out thanks to our volunteers and staff and guests who have been leading activities this week, such as Chaplain Kathy Nixie, Lori Pisani, Monica Westerdahl, Tony Gates, Pete Mansfield, Ben Sciano, Joyce Reeling, volunteers Sue Gallion, Joan Blaze, Lynn Tracy, Marion Ramsey, Linda Gottlieb, John Paolo, and the many others who are making phone calls and checking in on our residents and team members on a regular basis. Thank you. A 99th birthday celebration at our Crosby Commons community had us smiling this week as we watched resident Joe Foglia's family celebrate his special day. His loved ones lined up in the Crosby parking lot with balloons on their cars and signs in their hands to wish him the happiest birthday for his 99th year. Joe moved into Crosby Commons just a few weeks ago, back in February, and we were thrilled to be able to celebrate with him. We couldn't help but notice that he's a Patriots fan, and we're not sure how he feels about Tom Brady's leaving. Anyway, happy birthday, Joe, and wishing you many, many more.
Some celebratory news is coming your way from our Environmental Services Department at Wesley Village. To fill you in, we'll go to our special guest correspondent in the field, Andrew Salveson. Andrew? Andrew, can you hear us? Well, it looks like we may be having some technical difficulties. Andrew, can you share your good news with us? Okay. Well, I guess we're having some issues. I'll just jump in here and help cover this segment. We recently learned that our housekeeper extraordinaire, Marisol Amdahl, is expecting a baby in September. Over the past few weeks, Marisol has really been a trooper. Her supervisor, Diana, has shared Marisol still shows up every day with a smile and completes her whole assignment. Congratulations to Marisol and her husband as they get ready to welcome their very first child. We are so happy for you. So many of our UMH team members have been stepping it up over the last few weeks to help serve our team. Enter our caring Tampa Hippo!
Senior accountant Michelle Scarpa has been a huge help in our finance department. Coming in early and staying late, Michelle has taken on various additional duties within the department, helping with the purchase of PPE, billing, deposits, additional cash management functions, and so much more. She's also been troubleshooting issues and providing support to Jukes, our Vice President of Finance, to allow him to focus on other urgent tasks. She hasn't taken a day off since this whole thing started. She's been a real team player. And just 10 minutes ago, she was counting out and processing 12,000 quarters. I don't know about you, but I couldn't probably get through one roll without having to recount. Thanks to Michelle and everyone in our finance department who's working so hard to support our organization.
As if she wasn't doing enough to support our team, Crosby Commons CNA Guadalupe Alarcon has been taking the time to wash, set, and style our residents' hair, making them feel loved and beautiful in this way. We will now be waiting in line 6 feet apart to take advantage of your hair care skills, Guadalupe. Thank you for all you do. Anyone who has had to wear a face mask for extended periods of time knows that it can get a little uncomfortable after a while. IT manager Chris Sonsini has been using his 3D printer to make mask extenders for our staff to help take the pressure off their ears. Bishop Wiki Administrator Deb Samuraichik found a link and a pattern in a story she read about a Boy Scout who is making them, and Chris has been generously supplying them to the staff. We appreciate his support.
And in case you were not aware, Wednesday, May 6th is National Nurses Day. And we would be remiss if we did not take the opportunity to boast about all of our fantastic nurses in all of our UMH communities. Thank you for your leadership, your expertise, your caring, your commitment, your compassion, and the sacrifice that you've made over the last few weeks to care for our residents. We rely on you and your teams. You are the strong anchor that has helped us to weather these stormy days. As resident Charlene DeLuca states, so many wonderful people are doing so many wonderful things.
I don't know about you, but I sure do feel inspired after hearing about all those kind words. Remember, we want to hear your good news stories, so send them to us this week by emailing us at goodnews@umh.org. Remember, share our good news updates with your family and friends through our Facebook page or by visiting our UMH YouTube channel at UMH Caring. Keep washing those hands and sharing those kind words. I'm Marissa Salveson.
And I'm Beth Bemis. Thank you for tuning in to UMH's GNN. We'll see you next time.